Hey everyone, welcome to Thumb FPV. Now today we're going to talk about the Aikon prop adapters for the DJI FPV drone and how to put them on. Check this out. So what's in the box? This is the box that you'll receive from, if you get it where I got it from, Get FPV. So you get these prop mods for your DJI FPV combo. Inside the box. Billing statement, packaging, and the devices. So this is Aikon electronic FPV prop adapter for the DJI FPV drone. Very simple packaging, which is nice, which means you're not paying a whole lot for a bunch of extra stuff that you're not going to use. And here we have 2 wrenches. They're literally identical, just punched out of sheet metal. I prefer my own 5mm nut adapters myself, but to each their own. Here we have a small hardware bag, like M2 by 4 screws approximately. Here's the rest of what is in the box, and these are the pieces right here. So this is what we're looking at. This is the prop adapter. Nice solid machining. Looks like sturdy craftsmanship. We have our lock nuts here. Good amount of grip support for the bottom of the prop so it won't slip mid-flight. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is what you will need to complete doing this to your quad. So all we will need to complete this is a drone, your 2mm hex driver here, and the Aikon prop adapters here. Also, please do not be the guy that does this and forgets your thread lock. Do not do that. Make sure you got your little blue magic, and that way these do not come off mid-flight. So we're just going to start by taking these off. Keep your fingernail under the bottom, that way you don't have to go fishing for them in the motor. Remove all 3 bolts and simply pop off the top piece here. Now the screw piece still there. Make sure that you pull this off. You'll need this for later if you ever decide to reinstall this. Do not lose these. I'm going to start by lining up and making sure which hole I need. And it looks like that would be the center one. Ever so lightly just dab a tiny little bit of fluid on there. That's way too much, don't do that. Give it a quick spin, make sure that nothing is leaked down below. It hasn't. Put on your adapter, slide it into place. I'm going to save the bolts that were originally on the quad case I need to put the original prop adapters back on. Hold it with your finger to guide it in. Tighten it back down. And just lightly snug it up until all three of them are snug, and then finish tightening them down. Down, go ahead and finish tightening them up. So here we have all four of the prop adapters on. Fit down nice and smooth. They also look pretty slick. It's not an exact match for the silver tone that's on the motors to begin with, but it's not an obnoxious offset either. Also, make sure that you save the original adapters on these should you want to go back for, obvious reasons like paying $16 for a pair of props, or if these end up breaking on you. Myself personally, I know these have been out for a minute, but I decided to get these because I really got tired of paying $5 or $3 a prop. That's a little bit ridiculous. So here we go. We have these all installed. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a couple pair of blades on here. These props here, we have the Superior Light Whiskey M5s from Pyro Drone. Not exactly a perfect color match for what I'm working with here, but I got a couple more. These blades are the 5043 3 Schizo Galaxy Wind Dancer blades. These are really cool. Still not a perfect match, but another cool addition to add on if you have a good vinyl wrap or something like that to go with the color. Here we have the Lemon Limes, Watermelon props. I have another favorite here. These are the Peanut Butter and Jelly props. And a personal favorite of mine that I'm going to be looking forward to using here very shortly, because they do go with my color scheme, is the RDQ Gem Fan Moonlight props. These are the ones that have the LEDs inside of them. One additional comment I do want to make about doing this switchover for your prop adapters is the weight and new props. Now these adapters are metal. The original ones are plastic. These also have the lock nuts on the top of them, so that's going to add additional weight. The original props for the DJI FPV combo are 5.3 by 2.8 by 3s. So if you already have a good set tune on this or something like that, or your rates are set a certain way, you may want to be a little precautious before jumping out back into the air and throwing a new set of props on here without doing some calibration or checking your rates and everything like that. It'd be a bad thing to be used to flying one way and then your motors don't spin up as fast as they used to. You didn't take off or slow down quick enough. It's just a whole mess you don't want to have to deal with. So just a quick thought. Make sure you check out your PID tuning and your rates before you decide to go crazy with these. A lot of people do crash this, and it is not cheap to fix. So really nice key feature and add-on for this drone. If you want to do an upgrade, that's definitely worth the time, is to go ahead and purchase these prop adapters for your FPV drone by DJI. Again, like I said, not really a fan of spending $15, $16 a pair or for a set of props. There are other ones that you can get, non-OEM parts. I would not recommend doing that. I've put non-OEM parts on drones like this before, and it's turned out to be a catastrophe. So just figured I'd share this little bit with you for today. This is Thumb FPV. Thanks for watching.